Good morning friends. Today we are going to solve the problem of hexagonal plate. Okay, let's see the question. Here in the question given that hexagonal plate of 30 mm side. Okay, so we require to draw the hexagon of 30 mm side is resting on HP. Okay, if the plane is resting on HP, then I write down here my first stage is HP, second theta, and third phi. So the plane is resting on HP with one of each side. Okay, so the hexagonal plate is resting on side. Okay, so we draw the side on left hand side. The side on which it rests making an angle of 50 degree with VP. Okay, here angle 50 degree with VP means this angle is phi. So phi is equal to 50 degree. Okay, and it is made by the resting side, the side on which hexagonal plate is resting. Okay, draw the projection. Its surface makes an angle of 45 to HP. Okay, 45 degree to HP means theta is equal to 45 degree. Okay, so I get all my data. Now let's start to solving this problem. Okay, so first I draw one reference line at here. Now plane is resting on HP. Okay, so we draw the hexagonal on HP and it is resting on side. So we draw the side on left hand side. Okay, so here I draw the one side of hexagon. Okay, hexagon of 30 mm side. So I draw one line of 30 mm side. Okay, I explained the method of drawing hexagon in last lecture. Okay. To use any of that method to draw the hexagon. Okay, so here I draw the top view for the hexagon. Okay, I give the name A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, so now drawing the front view, I just simply take the projection. This projection for A and B point, this projection for C and F point, this projection for D and E point. Okay, so here I get my front view at here. Okay, I give the name A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, and F dash. Okay, here A dash point, F dash point, and E dash point are hidden point. Okay, so I indicate this point in bracket. Okay, so our first stage is complete. Now let's come to the second stage. In second stage, given that surface makes an angle of 45 degree with HP. Okay, here the plane makes an angle of 45 degree with HP. So we draw this angle on vertical plane. Okay, so here we first mark the point A dash B dash at here, A dash B dash here. Okay, we draw this line at angle of 45 degree. Okay, so I draw one line at here. Okay, at angle of 45 degree. Okay, now I measure this distance and draw one arc. Okay, so here I get my point D dash E dash. Okay, so this line give me the front view of the second stage. Okay, now for getting point C dash and F dash, I take this much distance. Now take D dash as a center and draw one arc at here. So here I get my point C dash and F dash. Okay, so in this way I complete my front view. Okay, now drawing the top view, I just simply take the projection. Okay, first I take the projection for point A. Okay, similarly I take the projection from here. Okay, so intersection of these two lines give me my point A. Okay, now for point B I take the projection from here, okay, this line, and projection from here. Okay, so intersection of this line give me the point B. Okay, now for point C, I take the projection from here and projection from here. So intersection of these two lines give me the point C. Okay, now for point D, I take the projection from here and from here. So here I get my point D. Okay, for point E, I take the projection from here and from here, this point. So here I give my point E. Okay, now for point F, I take the projection from here and projection from here. So intersection of these two lines give me the point F. Okay, so after connecting this point, I get my top view for the second stage. Okay, so in this way I complete the second stage of this problem. Okay, let's draw the third stage. In third stage, given that the side on which plane is resting is makes an angle of 50 degree with vertical plane. Okay, this angle made with vertical plane, so we represent this on horizontal plane. Okay, but before drawing the third stage, we first check that the length of the side is constant in both stage. Okay, here line AB makes an angle 50 degree. Okay, so we check that the length of the side AB is constant in both stage or not. Okay, here AB is 30 mm, here AB is 30 mm, so its length is constant. Here length of AB is constant in both stage, so we not required to find the apparent angle. Okay, we directly draw the line at 50 degree. Okay, so first I draw one line at angle of 50 degree at here. Okay, this angle is 50 degree. Okay, phi is equal to 50 degree. Okay, here I require to draw the same hexagon at here. Okay, I use the rectangle method to draw this hexagon at here. Okay, for that first I draw one rectangle, okay, in which this hexagon is fitted. Okay, so first I draw one rectangle, I give the name 1 2 3 4. Okay, so first I draw this rectangle at here. Okay, for that I measure this distance 1 2 2 and draw one arc at here. Okay, so here I get my 2 point of the rectangle. Okay, this rectangle 1 point and 2 point at here, 1 point and 2 point here. Okay, now getting the 3 point, I draw one line, perpendicular line from 2 points, similarly from 1 point. Okay, now I measure this distance 2 to 3 and draw one arc from here and from here. Okay, so here I get my point 3 and here I get my point 4. Okay, so after joining this, I get my rectangle at here. Okay, so first I draw this rectangle at here. Now I draw the hexagon. Okay, so drawing this, first I measure this distance 2 to B and draw one arc from here and one arc from point 1. Okay, I measure this distance 2 to B. Okay, and draw arc from point 2 and point 1. Okay, because these both distance are same. Okay, so I get my point A at here and B at here. Okay, I give the name A B. Okay, now getting point C, I take the distance 3 to C at here and from 3 I draw one arc at here and one arc at here. Okay, so here I get my point C and here I get my point F. Okay, now for getting point D and E, I measure this distance 3 to D, and from 3 I draw one arc at here, and from 4 point I draw another arc at here. Okay, so here I get my point D, and at here I get my point E. Okay, so after connecting this point, I get my hexagon at here. Okay, here side AB is inclined at 50 degrees, so I take AB side at here. Okay, so side AB makes an angle 50 degree with the vertical plane. Okay, so in this way I complete my top view for the third stage. Okay, now drawing the front view, I just simply take the projection from here. Okay, I first start with the point A. Okay, I take the projection for point A. So for that I draw one line from here, and A point is at here, so this line intersected here. Okay, so here I get my point A dash. Okay, now for point B I draw another projection line from here. Okay, and B point another line at here. Okay, so here I get my point B dash. Now for point C I take the projection from here and from here this point. So here I get my point C dash. Now for D point I take the projection from here and from here. So at here I get my point D dash. Okay, now for point E I take the projection from here and projection from here. So here I get my point E dash. Okay, now for point F dash I take the projection from here and from here. So here I get my point F dash. Okay, now I just simply connect all these 6 points: A dash, B dash, B dash, C dash, C dash, D dash, D dash, E dash, E dash, F dash, and F dash, A dash. Okay, so I get my front view for the third stage. Okay, so in this way I draw all 3 stages of this problem. Okay, and solve this problem. Okay, so before ending I check that the side on which the plane is resting is on reference line or not. Okay, we always check that the side or point on which the plane is resting is always on reference line. Okay, here plane is resting on AB side, so here A dash B dash. Similarly at here A dash B dash point is on reference line, at here A dash B dash point is on reference line. Okay, so here I complete this problem. Thank you.